V tem trenutku
And
pa
now,
bom
let me
besedo
give
kar
the
predala.
floor.
Imamo zajeten
We
in zelo
have a
zanimiv
very
programski sklop
interesting
na temo
section
vključenosti oseb s
with the
posebnimi
topic
potrebami
inclusion
v
of
vseživljenjsko učenje in
people
izobraževanje
with
odraslih.
special
In s
needs
tem
to
besedo
lifelong
predajam
learning.
Idi.
So
Izvoli.
Ida, please take the floor.
Začeli bomo z
We will begin with the
videoposnetkom,
video.
potem se bodo pa
Yes, we
izmenjevali
will
videoposnetki in
start
pa
with
živa
video,
Idina beseda,
and
pa
then we
morda
will
tudi vaša,
change
ker
live
seveda želimo
speech
eno
and
interakcijo
video
tudi
recordings
avtoric publikacije.
and
Tako,
your
pripravljeni smo,
contributions
evo.
as well. We wish for interaction and we are ready. Thank you.
Pozdravljeni v imenu Andragoškega društva Slovenije.
Hello and welcome on behalf of the
predsednica
Adult Education
Andragoškega društva
Society of
Slovenije in
Slovenia. I
danes
am
tudi v
Ida
vlogi
Srebotnik,
moderatorke
president of
današnjega
the
dogodka.
society, today also
Sicer
in the
pa tudi
role of
sourednica
moderator
posebne
of the
monografije,
day's
ki vam
event.
jo
And
bomo
I'm also a
predstavili v
co-editor of a
naslednji
special
uri in pol.
monograph, which we
Na
will
začetku bi se
present
želela
to you.
zahvaliti vodstvu
In
in
the
kolegom iz
beginning, I would
Andragoškega
like
centra
to thank the
Slovenije,
management
ki so
and
nam
colleagues from the
velikodušno
Andragogic
priskočili na
Center of
pomoč pri
Slovenia,
pripravi in
who
izvedbi
generously came
današnjega
to
dogodka.
help us with the
Prav
preparation
tako
and
ne bi bilo
implementation of
dela,
today's
ki vam ga
event.
danes
Also,
predstavljamo,
the
brez
work we
sodelovanja
present to you today
avtoric,
would not happen
strokovnjaki
without the
na različnih
participation
področjih
of
dela z osebami
authors,
s posebnimi
experts in different
potrebami,
fields of
ki so
working
svoje
with people
izkušnje
with
in
special
znanje
needs,
zapisale v
with their
posameznih
rich
poglavjih.
experiences.
Spoznali jih boste kasneje pri predstavitvi
You will meet
posameznih
them
tem
later when we
monografije.
present individual topics of
Monografijo
the
smo
monograph.
naslovili Izzivi
The monograph
inkluzije
is
pri
entitled The Challenge
vseživljenjskem
of
učenju in
Inclusion in
izobraževanju
Lifelong
odraslih s
Learning
posebnimi
and
potrebami.
Education of Adults with Special Needs.
Pri nastajanju tega kar obsežnega
In
dela so
creating
bile
this
za nas
extensive
ustvarjalce
work,
ves
the
čas zelo
incentive
dragocene
suggestions
tudi
and
spodbude,
comments of
predlogi
both
in pripombe
reviewers,
obeh
Dr.
recenzentov,
Božidar Apara
dr.
and
Božidarja
Dr. Mojca
Opare
Kukanja
in doktorice
Gabrielčič,
Mojce Kukanja
were truly
Gabrielčič.
priceless.
Obema na tem mestu še enkrat
Thank you
iskrena
both
hvala.
very much.
V Andragoškem društvu Slovenije smo se pred leti
Years
pričeli
ago,
ukvarjati
the
tudi
Adult
s problemi
Education
izobraževanja
Society
odraslih s
started
posebnimi
dealing with the
potrebami.
problems of adult
Zakaj?
education with special
Širjenjem
needs.
paradigme
Why?
inkluzivnega
With the spread
izobraževanja
of
se
the
je vedno bolj
incentive
kazala
education
potreba
paradigm,
učiteljev,
the need for
izobraževalcev,
teachers,
odraslih in
adult
drugih
educators,
poznanih
educators and
pristopih,
others with
vsebinah
knowledge,
in vedenju o
rich
tem,
approaches
kakšne
and
prilagoditve in
content of
metode dela
what
potrebujejo
adaptations
odrasli
and methods
udeleženci
of
s posebnimi
work are
potrebami,
needed
ki se
for
tudi
adult participants
izobražujejo.
with special needs in
Ugotovili smo, da je pri
education
nas bolje
group.
poskrbljeno za
We
inkluzijo
also
otrok in mladine v
found
redno
that
izobraževanje
we
kot pa v
take better care
izobraževanje
of the
odraslih.
inclusion of children and
Tudi
youth in
osebe s
regular
posebnimi
education
potrebami
than
se ne
adult
glede na to, ali
education.
so otroci,
People with
dijaki,
special needs,
študenti ali
whether
odrasli,
children, pupils,
vključujejo
students
v
or
formalno
adults,
in neformalno
are also
vseživljenjsko učenje
involved
in
in formal
izobraževanje.
and non-formal
Z
lifelong
učenjem in
learning and
izobraževanjem jim
education.
omogočamo
Through
lažje
learning
vključevanje v
and
družbo
education,
in
we
kasneje
enable them
kakovostno
to
življenje in
integrate
delo.
more easily into society,
Osebe s
improve
posebnimi
their quality
potrebami
of
se
life
soočajo
and
z
work.
različnimi ovirami
People
in
with special
primanjkljaji,
needs face
ki jim
various
otežujejo
barriers
učenje,
and
izobraževanje
deficits
in
that make
usposabljanje.
learning,
Prav zato
education and
pogosto
training
potrebujejo
difficult for
posebne
them.
prilagoditve, dodatne
That
vsebine,
is why they
pripomočke,
often need
spodbude
special
in
adaptations,
vodenje tako na
additional
področju
content,
učenja in
tools,
izobraževanja,
incentives
kot
and
tudi
guidance in the
vsakdanjega
field of
življenja.
learning and education,
Z
as
avtoricami
well
pričujoče
as in
monografije
everyday
smo tako
life.
zaznali
With the
potrebo po
authors
dodatnih
of the
znanjih
monograph,
organizatorjev,
we
izvajalcev,
perceive the need for
učiteljev in
additional
drugih,
knowledge
ki
of
izvajajo različne
organizers,
programe
performers,
izobraževanja,
teachers, and
usposabljanja,
others who
učenja.
implement various programs
Prva,
of
ki je začela
education,
razmišljati
training,
v tej
and
smeri, je
learning.
bila pred
The
leti
first
naša
to start
žal
thinking in
pokojna
this
kolegica
direction
Alenka
years ago
Golob,
was our
ki ji tudi
unfortunately
posvečamo
deceased colleague
današnjo
Alenka
predstavitev.
Golub,
Katere skupine
to
oseb
whom
so
we also
predstavljene v
dedicate today's
monografiji in
presentation.
kako smo
Which groups
zasnovali
of people are
posamezna
presented
poglavja,
in the monograph
zakaj
and
smo se
how we
odločili za
designed the
določen
individual
izbor tem,
chapters,
pa
why
prosim, da
we
pojasni
decided on a
sourednica
certain
monografije
selection of
Maja Povše.
topics will be explained by
V
my
monografiji je
co-editor Maja
predstavljenih
Povše.
8 skupin oseb
The
s
monograph
posebnimi
presents
potrebami, ki
groups
se
of
pogosto
people,
vključujejo
8
v
groups of
programe
people with
vseživljenjskega
special
učenja
needs
in
who are often
izobraževanja
included in
odraslih,
lifelong learning
vendar so
and
mnogokrat
adult
prezrte
education
oziroma
programs,
prepogosto so
but
socialno
are often
izključene.
ignored
Zbrane
and too often
poglavja
socially
monografije
excluded.
specifično
The
obravnavajo
collection
odrasle osebe
chapters
s
of the
pridobljenimi
monograph
možganskimi
specifically
okvarami
address
ali poškodbami,
the
osebe s
adaptations and
specifičnimi
aids
učnimi
and
težavami
incentives
in
that are
osebe z
well
motnjami
known
pozornosti in ali
considered
hiperaktivnostjo.
in guides
Poleg tega
teaching and
obravnava tudi
educating
osebe z
adults with
gibalno
acquired
oviranostjo,
brain
osebe z
impairments,
gluhoto in
of
naglušnostjo, slepote in
injuries, people with
slabovidnostjo,
specific
obravnavamo
learning
tudi
difficulties,
osebe
and
z
people with
gluhoslepoto,
attention and
avtističnimi motnjami ter
hyperactivity,
osebe z motnjami v
mobility
duševnem
impairment, people
razvoju.
with deafness,
Dodani
hard
pa
of
so tudi
hearing,
poglavji o učenju
blindness,
in
low vision,
izobraževanju
people
odraslih ter o
with
možganih.
autistic
Vsako poglavje
disorders.
predstavi posebnosti,
Each
značilnosti,
chapter
prilagoditve ter
first
pripomočke in
presents the
spodbude,
reader with
ki jih
some
je dobro
scientific
poznati in
findings,
upoštevati pri
theoretical
usmerjanju,
background,
učenju ter
recognition, and
izobraževanju odraslih s
specifics
posebnimi
of
potrebami.
particular
Poglavja bralca sprva seznanijo z
defect or
nekaterimi
disorder,
znanstvenimi spoznanji,
followed by
teoretičnimi
examples
izhodišči,
and
prepoznavanjem in
recommendations
posebnostmi
for
določene okvare
adapting
oziroma
behavior,
motnje, ki jim
learning,
sledijo
and
primeri in
education in
priporočila
each
za prilagajanje
chapter of the
ravnanja,
group of
učenja in
adults with
izobraževanja v
special
posameznem
needs
poglavju
presented.
predstavljene skupine odraslih oseb s posebnimi potrebami. Odrasle osebe s posebnimi potrebami se
Adults
pojavljajo
with
v vseh
special needs
družbenih
appear
okoljih
in
in v
all
mnogih
social settings
aktivnostih,
and in
skratka,
many
živijo
activities.
med
In
nami.
short,
Zato je
they
izrednega
live among
pomena,
us.
da ljudje, ki
Therefore, it
živijo
is
in delajo z
extremely
odraslimi
important
s
that
posebnimi
people who live
potrebami
and work with
pridobijo
adults
osnovna
with
znanja
special
o
needs,
tem,
gain
kako te
basic
osebe
knowledge about
funkcionirajo,
how
kaj
these people
potrebujejo,
function,
katera so
what
njihova
their
močna in
needs
šibka
are,
področja,
what their
kako
strengths and
komunicirati z
weaknesses
njimi
are,
in
how
podobno.
to communicate
Pri
with them,
pridobivanju
and the
teh
like.
znanj jim lahko pomaga
The
pričujoča
present
monografija.
monograph can help them with
Namreč
this.
osebe s posebnimi potrebami
Namely,
potrebujejo
people with
posebno
special needs
podporno
need a
okolje,
special
v
supportive
katerem naj bi v
environment
največji
in
možni
order
meri
to
razvile
develop
svoje
their
potenciale
potentials
za
for
uspešno
functioning in
funkcioniranje v družbi.
society as
Le
well
to
as possible.
funkcioniranje v družbi naj bi
This
bilo
should
vodilo za
be
vse,
a
ki
guide
se
for
ukvarjajo z
all those
učenjem in
involved in
poučevanjem
learning
odraslih
and
oseb s
teaching of
posebnimi
adults with
potrebami.
special needs.
Kot je že omenila Ida, sta
As
recenzijo
Ida has
monografije
already
opravila
mentioned, the
priznana
review of
profesorja
the
Univerze
monograph
na
was done
Primorskem,
by
Pedagoške
renowned
fakultete
professors
v
of
Kopru,
University of
docent
Primorska,
dr.
Faculty
Božidar
of
Opara,
Education in
ki je
Koper,
eden od ustanoviteljev
Dr.
podiplomske
Božidar
študijske
Opara,
smeri
one
inkluzivna
of the
pedagogika na
founders
omenjeni
of the
fakulteti in
inclusive
druga recenzentka je
pedagogy
bila
at
izredna
the
profesorica
faculty,
dr.
and the
Mojca Kukanja
second
Gabrielčič,
reviewer,
ki je
Dr.
specialistka za
Mojca
nadarjene,
Kukanja
talentirane
Gabrielčič
in
from the
dvojno
Department
izjemne
of
oba pa sta z
Pedagogy in
oddelka za pedagogiko in
inclusive
inkluzivno
pedagogy
pedagogiko.
today.
Veseli bi bili, če bi bila danes lahko
We would
recenzenta z
be
nami,
happy
a ste
if
zaradi drugih
both
obveznosti, ste
reviewers
se
could
zaradi
join
drugih
us,
obveznosti
but they
opravičila.
have other
Njune
obligations and
pripombe
they've
in predlogi
apologized.
avtoricam so
Their
bili zelo
comments and
dragoceni napotki in
proposals
spodbude pri
were
nastajanju
truly
monografije.
valuable
Kljub vsemu, da jih
encouragement
ni z
in
nami in
creating
bi
this
bilo
monograph.
bolje, če bi jim lahko
Despite
prisluhnili
not
v živo,
being here
bi
with
vam rada
us,
prebrala, kaj sta zapisala
let me
monografiji na
read
pot.
what they
In,
put down
To smo
in the
seveda na
monograph,
kratko objavili na zadnjih straneh
and
monografije.
it was posted
Takole
on the
pravi
back
dr.
side
Božidar
of the
Opara.
monograph. Dr. Božidar
Pričujoča
Opara
monografija
says,
prinaša v slovenski prostor
this
izjemno
monograph
koristne
brings
in
to
uporabne
Slovenian
informacije
space
o posameznikih,
extremely
ki so
useful
bili v preteklosti odrinjeni
information
na rob
on
družbe.
individuals who in the
Osebe s
past was
posebnimi potrebami
put
bodo tudi
aside
s
to
pomočjo
the edge of the
monografije
society. People
bolje
with special
sprejete
needs
in
with
bolj
this
vključene v
monograph
družbeno
also
okolje.
will be better
Z
received
monografijo
and
se
included in
izjemno
social
bogati
environment.
področje, ki
This
je bilo v tem
monograph
pogledu podhranjeno.
enriches the area
Veliko pomoč bo
that was
strokovnjakom različnih profilov,
lacking in
študentom
this
in vsem, ki se bodo
sense.
kakorkoli
It will
ukvarjali
help
s temi
professional
vprašanji.
students
Zato
and
monografiji
everyone who
iskrena
deals with these
dobrodošlica.
questions. So,
Dr. Mojca Kukanja
truly
Gabrielčič pa
welcome
je takole
piece
zapisala.
of
V slovenskem
material.
strokovnem prostoru
Mrs.
obstaja
Gabrielčič
velika vrzel
said,
med
in
uresničevanjem
Slovenian
temeljnih
professional
potreb in
space,
zahtev
there
po
is a huge
inkluzivni
gap in
paradigmi med
realizing
populacijo otrok
basic
na eni
needs
strani
and
in
requirements
populacijo
on
odraslih s
inclusive
posebnimi
paradigm
potrebami
in
na drugi.
inclusion of
Pričujoča
children
hvalevredna
and adults
monografija
on the other
specifično
side.
vsebino s področja
This
posebnih potreb
monograph with
odraslih
specific
zapolnjuje
content
veliko
from
strokovno
the field
vrzel
of
ter
special needs
povezuje
of
različne
adults
ranljive skupine,
fills this
raznovrstne
gap,
izvajalce programov
connecting
izobraževanja
different
in skrbi
vulnerable
za
groups,
uveljavljanje
different
koncepta
operators,
inkluzije v povezavi
making
s
sure
vseživljenjskim
that the
učenjem.
inclusion
Slednja je še
concept
posebej
is included
pomembna
in
z vidika
lifelong learning.
opolnomočenja
It
različnih
is truly
strokovnih
important
profilov,
from the
ki
view of
usposabljajo in
empowerment of
izobražujejo
different
odrasle osebe s
professionals
posebnimi
and
potrebami
experts
in
training
soustvarjajo
adults with
možnosti za
special
njihovo
needs
vseživljenjsko
and
učenje,
co-create
izobraževanje
possibilities of their
ter
lifelong
vključenost na
learning,
vseh področjih
education,
delovanja.
and inclusion in all
Preden predamo
areas
besedo
of work.
avtoricam monografije,
Before
naj
giving
vas
the
še
floor
jaz
to
na kratko
authors of
seznanim,
the
kako smo
monograph,
si zamislili potek
let
naše
me inform
predstavitev.
you how we designed
Predstavitev bo
this
potekala v dveh
presentation
sklopih.
today.
Vsaka
It will
avtorica
happen
bo na
in two
kratko predstavila
sections.
svojo
Each
temo
author will
in ker
briefly
je tem
introduce
besed,
their topic,
bomo nekaj
and
vmesnega
since
časa
we have
namenili
10
tudi
of them,
razpravi.
we will
vašim vprašanjem avtoricam,
use
če
some
bodo,
time in
če
between
boste
for
želeli
the
mnenjem,
discussion, for your
komentarjem.
questions for the
Z nami sta
authors,
tudi
your
dva
comments, your
gosta,
opinions.
ki sta se ljubeznivo
We
odzvala
also have
našemu
two
vabilu in
guests
bosta delila
who
svoje
kindly
izkušnje
responded
osebe s
to our
posebnimi
invitation
potrebami.
and will share their
Upamo, da nam boste z
experience.
zanimanjem prisluhnili.
These are
Delo,
people
ki
with
smo ga
special
mnogi
needs,
doslej
so
pogrešali,
I hope you
tudi
would
naročili,
enjoy
kar
our
vam bomo
presentations
povedali, kako
and
na koncu
order
naše
this
predstavitve.
monograph. We will
Gremo
explain
naprej.
how you can do that at the end of the presentation. Let's move forward.
Inclusion has been one of the biggest changes in education in the last 50 years. What inclusion means will be explained by Dr. Metka Novak, class teacher with special education qualification, employed at the Dolfka Boštjančič Draga Education Work and Care Center. She works there as head of institutional care for adults, as well as lifelong learning and residence of adults with mental disabilities. The concept of inclusion covers a wide range of activities. It has its roots in the upgrade of special pedagogical teaching and has further developed in other areas of education and teaching. Initially, the main goal is to help people with functional problems and disorders. So people who need such help. Inclusion is one of the biggest changes in education in the last 50 years and means that all children belong to one common school, but in special forums for a shorter or longer period of time, only when it is professionally proven that this is the best solution for the child. Inclusive education is referred to also in the United Nations Conventions on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. At the International Conference in Geneva in 2008, UNESCO adopted the position the following definition. Inclusive education is a process whose goal is to offer quality education for all, taking into account the diversity and different needs and abilities, different characteristics and different learning expectations of the participants, while eliminating all forms of discrimination. Inclusive education should be understood as the presence, participation and success of all students, either students or other adults. Inclusion must therefore be understood as the presence, participation and performance of all those involved in the educational process. So the term inclusive pedagogy is a response to a new inclusive culture and paradigm. It creates inclusive school environment and shapes the accommodations and professional help that an individual with special needs must receive to be successful. Moreover, this means that in the model of inclusion, in the case of schooling, education, and lifelong learning, everybody belongs to a common school or a joint programs, a specific study group, generally available in our country. So including people with special needs, as opposed to integration, where individuals with special needs learn and are educated in special education or special forms of programs, and from where they selectively leave to the mainstream system. Key factors that are significantly related to the development of inclusions are teachers, parents, local communities, school authorities, program designers and providers in educational institutions, societies, where it should be emphasized that parents or relatives are often the biggest advocates of inclusion, other than teachers and other staff. When is an individual really involved in a certain environment? It is when people remove all prejudices and doubts, all obstacles, discrimination and intolerance in their attitudes and values. When we feel safe and included and satisfied with the support of others in a given larger or smaller community, no matter what environment we are in, it means that inclusion is properly implemented in practice as it's known, supported, networked, and maintained by a particular environment among the people in a community. Creating inclusive environment will not only help participants who show certain differences in learning skill, but it will also support other participants who do not show these differences in a way that makes them more aware, more creative, tolerant, and understanding of each other, not only in a given learning situation, but also outside it, in interpersonal social relations. The statement by one of the Slovenian film directors is interesting when he said, when you bring people with special needs closer to you, you become closer to yourself. This is also confirmed by the following slogans related to inclusion, such as inclusion starts in the mind. It is normal to be different. Inclusion is based on recognizing and respecting diversity. Inclusion does not divide people into groups such as those gifted, with special needs, bilingual. They are all students. Everyone is a member of the community. Everyone has the right, like everyone else, to be involved and dealt with. Inclusion within our context of the monograph means the inclusion of adults with special needs in a variety of learning and education programs, which are also attended by other learners, whereby people with special needs as participants or students need help and counseling, and educators as teachers actually provide the types of knowledge, learning methods, and approaches needed to teach this target group. So the monograph in front of you also defends the importance of equitable inclusion and participation of all in our society, regardless of specific features of any individual. We try to show in the monograph what is the situation in Slovenia in this area, and how we can be even more efficient in inclusion, and what are the principles for its establishment and successful further development. In the first chapter of the monograph, we thought it necessary to define some basic starting points in the field of andragogy or adult education. What successful learning is and why adults learn differently. Particularly important is how to adapt adult education for people with special needs. The author of this chapter is a researcher at the Slovenian Institute of Adult Education and a lecturer at the Department of Pedagogy and Andragogy of the Faculty of Arts in Ljubljana, Assistant Professor Dr. Petra Javer. In my contribution, the key andragogical points of departure are presented in order to better understand adults with special needs. I think that we know a lot about how to work with young people with special needs, but much less is written about how to work specifically with adults with special needs. We focus in particular on the definition of adults with special needs and how they are included in adult training. The article also contains empirical data from our research. In addition to that, we also emphasize the importance of lifelong learning in adults with special needs and why training and also learning, as well as inclusion into educational activities of these individuals, should be specifically adapted to their special needs. In this contribution, the Moj Korak, My Step program is also presented, developed at the Slovenian Institute of Adult Education, and is one of the programs specifically designed for adults with special needs. I will conclude by saying that I really invite you to read this article, because you will find in it some basic andragogical points of departure that later on help understand any specifics of the work with adults with special needs. The functioning of individuals and the quality of our lives are related to proper functioning of the nervous system, with the brain representing an important part of it. We'll learn more about this topic from the author Maja Poše, senior physiotherapist and holder of bachelor degree in andragogy. She is employed at the University Rehabilitation Institute of the Republic of Slovenia, Soča, where she deals with people with neurological problems. I would like to present a chapter on the brain. Of all the living creatures that live on Earth, man is the most intelligent and the most developed. We have intellect. We are aware of ourselves and others. One of the most complex systems in the known universe, the nervous system with the brain, is responsible for all this. The capabilities and versatility of brain function far surpass any man-made computer. It is the only organ that cannot be replaced. As Hippocrates said in the 5th century BC, man ought to know that from the brain and from the brain only arise our pleasures, joys, laughter and jest, as well as our sorrows, pains, griefs and tears. Through it, in particular, we think, see, hear, and distinguish the ugly from the beautiful, the bad from the good, the pleasant from the unpleasant. The nervous system with the brain regulates the functioning of the whole body. It takes care of the connection between the outside world and the body, as well as the connection between the various organs. Information from the environment, from the body itself, constantly comes to the nervous system with processes and reacts to the information accordingly. On the basis of such information, the brain remembers, learns and shapes our perception of ourselves, the outside world, the relationship between us and the environment. According to the Sir Charles Sherrington, a neurophysiologist and Nobel laureate, the human brain is an enchanted loom where millions of flashing shuttles weave a dissolving pattern, always meaningful pattern, though never an abiding one. It is as if the Milky Way enter upon some cosmic dance. It is exactly because the functioning of the individual and thus the quality of life, including the lives of people with special needs, are related to the proper functioning of the nervous system, an important part of which is the brain. This chapter is included in this monograph. In the chapter on the brain, you will learn about brain function, possible disorders, and the consequences that may be present in people with special needs, in order to facilitate the identification of deficits in the areas of feelings, perception, movement, understanding, learning and communication. More detailed explanation of the consequences of brain damage and injuries, the adjustments and approaches to better functioning of the individual follow in the next chapters, which represent an individual group of people with special needs. I wish that the knowledge presented in this monograph will facilitate any form of cooperation with people with special needs, be it communication, teaching, physical activity, personal care, or something completely different. In this chapter, the author Maja Ogrin presents some of the most common acquired brain damage and injuries and their consequences that affect the ability to learn. Maja Ogrin is a specialist in clinical speech therapy and a special education therapist at the University Rehabilitation Institute of the Republic of Slovenia, Soča. It seems completely self-evident to us that we can call a friend at any time, talk to family members, read a newspaper or a novel, write a text message, sign a document, or learn a foreign language.
se
All
podpišemo
our
ali
abilities
se
and
naučimo tujega
capabilities are
jezika.
provided to us by our
Vse te naše
brain, and
sposobnosti in
everything can
zmožnosti
change
nam
quickly
omogočajo naši
in the
možgani.
event of
In
brain
vse se
damage
lahko v
or
trenutku hitro
disorder.
spremeni, v primeru,
Think
da
about
se nam zgodi
how you would
možganska
feel
poškodba ali
if
okvara.
all of a sudden you could no longer
Pomislite,
read
kako bi se
and
počutili,
write,
če
follow a
kar naenkrat
conversation
ne bi
in
mogli
a group
brati
of
in
friends,
pisati,
talk,
slediti pogovoru v
memorize
skupini
important
prijateljev,
information,
se
or
pogovarjati,
sing a
si
favorite tune.
zapomniti
The
pomembnih
chapter
informacij
of the
ali zapeti
monograph
najljubši napev.
entitled People with
Poglavje
Acquired
monografije z naslovom
Brain
Osebe
Damage
s
is
pridobljeno
about how
možgansko
acquired
poškodbo ali
brain
okvaro
injuries
govori
and
prav o tem,
disorders and their
kako
consequences
pridobljene možganske
affect the ability
poškodbe
of
in
our
okvare
learning,
ter njihove
both
posledice
formal
vplivajo na
and
zmožnost našega učenja,
non-formal.
tistega formalnega
The
in
chapter
tistega
presents the
vsakdanjega,
most common
neformalnega.
acquired brain injuries,
V poglavju
such
so
as
predstavljene
stroke and
najpogostejše
head
pridobljene
injury.
možganske poškodbe, kot
The
sta na primer kap
What
in
follows
poškodba
is a
glave.
description of the consequences of these
Sledi
injuries
opis
that have the
tistih
greatest
posledic teh
impact
poškodb,
on the
ki
course of
najbolj
learning
vplivajo
and
na potek
education.
učenja in
Speech
izobraževanja.
and language disorders
Posebej
and
so
consequences
izpostavljene
that
motnje
hinder
na področju
reading and
jezika in
writing are
govora
particularly
ter
highlighted.
posledice, ki
As a
ovirajo
result of
branje in
injuries,
pisanje.
Visual and
Kot
visual
posledica
perception
poškodb
disorders
so
are
zelo
present,
pogosto
which, in
prisotne
addition to
motnje vida
reading and
in
writing,
vidnega zaznavanja,
also hinder other
ki poleg
manual
branja in
tasks,
pisanja
orientation in
ovirajo tudi
space and
druga
movement.
ročna opravila,
The
orientacijo v
following are
prostoru in
forms
gibanje.
of help with such disorders
V
and
nadaljevanju so predstavljene oblike pomoči pri tovrstnih motnjah
devices that help
in
overcome
pripomočki, ki
impaired
pomagajo
abilities,
premostiti
forms of
oškodovane zmožnosti.
assistance and adjustments in continuing formal
Predstavljene so tudi
education are
oblike
also
pomoči
presented
in
if a
prilagoditve pri
person with
nadaljevanju
acquired
formalnega
brain injury
izobraževanja,
or disability
vkolikor se
returns
oseba
to the
s pridobljeno
schooling
možgansko
process.
poškodbo ali okvaro
Finally, I would like
vrača
to
v proces
invite you to
šolanja.
read this
Za konec
monograph
naj vas
and,
povabim k
of
branju
course,
celotne
this
monografije
chapter,
in seveda
especially
tega
all those
poglavja.
who in your work
Predvsem
encounter
tiste, ki se
people
pri
who
svojem
have
delu
suffered
srečujete z
acquired brain
osebami,
injury
ki
or
so utrpele
damage,
pridobljeno
because
možgansko
the knowledge
poškodbo
of
ali
this
okvaro.
field can help these
Kajti
people
poznavanje tega področja
to be
lahko
properly
tem osebam
recognized in the
pomaga, da
environment
so v okolju
and despite
bolje,
their
hitreje,
limitations,
bolj ustrezno
well
prepoznane. In
accepted,
kljub svojim
and with
omejitvam dobro
appropriate
sprejete.
accommodation and support, they
Ob
can
ustreznih
also be
prilagoditvah
successful
in podpori,
both in
pa
formal
tudi
or
uspešne,
non-formal
tako na
education.
področju formalnega, kot tudi neformalnega
Specific
učenja.
learning difficulties are the biggest problem during primary and secondary education. However, they often remain a problem in adulthood. This is what Ms. Alenka Zupančič-Danko, professor of special education, employed as a special pedagogue at the Counseling Center for Children and Adolescents and Parents in Maribor, writes about in her chapter. In our book on the challenges of the inclusion during lifelong learning, I contributed a chapter on individuals with specific learning difficulties or individuals with specific reading, spelling, or math disability. These difficulties are known to the general public as dyslexia or reading disability, dysgraphia, learning difficulty associated with writing, and dyscalculia, difficulty with math skills. People with such disorders encounter most difficulties at school, but in today's high literacy and highly digital culture, which also develops lifelong learning in all areas, people with dyslexia, dysgraphia, and dyscalculia are faced with many obstacles also in their adulthood, either at work, in private life, or when they wish to continue their training. This is why we present in this chapter mainly useful and practical information, first about the characteristics of this person so that individuals can identify themselves, and then we focus primarily on types of assistance, how to overcome the obstacles on accommodations and their strengths. In the second part of my contribution, we introduce adults with hyperactivity disorder or attention deficit disorder, also known to the general public as hyperactive individuals or ADHDs or ADDs. Why did we include hyperactivity at all into special needs? The reason is that when attention disorders are so specific and the unrest is such that it even impedes day-to-day functioning of such individuals, while at school, such a child is treated as a person with special needs. In their adulthood, hyperactive individuals can be and are known as very successful people, but in reality, in day-to-day life of most of them, such individuals may face many obstacles in their training, at work, or in private life. They may also be misunderstood by other people. And here, our focus was primarily on information useful to as many people as possible, irrespective of whether you identify the signs of hyperactivity in you or you meet a person with hyperactivity. When several years ago, Sasha Pauček, a well-known actress and also a person with dyslexia, was asked how to deal with this difficulty, her answer was slowly, patiently and softly, most certainly not by force, and above all with a lot of humor and without any shame. Dyslexia is a disorder and a virtue at the same time. Both of them should be accepted as one's own noble feature. I think that if we follow this thought, inclusion of all people with special needs will be successful, not only of those with dyslexia. I hope our book will be useful to you.
Naj vam bo naša knjiga v pomoč in v podporo.
Prvi del današnje predstavitve naše monografije je za
of
nami.
today's presentation of our monograph is completed, and now we can use some time for discussion. Perhaps you have questions, you expect some answers. All of our authors are present with us. Do you have any opinion or comment? If you have a question, please, like Zvonka said, we wish to see you, to notice you. Just raise your hand physically or press the symbol icon on the screen. If we have someone.
Mogoče zdajle
Imate kakšnega
vprašanja?
Yes, you have
Mogoče
one.
zdajle malo prehiter.
Yes.
Gospa Nataša Potočnik,
Perhaps we are too quick. No, Natasha Potočnik, director of the Adult Education Center, who finally managed to turn on her camera. I am truly ashamed. I truly didn't know how to do it. I mechanically turned off the camera on my screen, so I've managed to turn it on back. Again, apologies. I want to say first sincere congratulations for, I don't know, for bravery, for courage, for iron will, for your society to recognize the importance of adults with special needs, and you decided to write a monograph of that. And we were more than happy to take part, not to agree, but we were extremely honored by your invitation to be part of your forum. Ida, truly congratulations, sincere congratulations. This was a strong period, strong process covered in primary school, but it's time that we regulate the status of adults with special needs. Sincere thank you for this. When we read this monograph, when we study it, I believe we will have a lot of questions opening new and new. perhaps obstacles that I see in light of the professionals that are present here, we should not have problems in solving them. This is the first step in systemic regulation of the needs of adults with special needs and in their lifelong education, lifelong learning. So congratulations from the side of our institute. This is truly important, first step, important monograph. Thank you.
Vidimo, da imamo tam še eno vprašanje, ki se pojavlja. Pozdravljeni, gospod Gabriela Kodrič je postavila vprašanje, da učitelji v osnovnih in srednjih šolah niso toliko seznanjeni, kaj pomenijo otroci s specifičnimi učnimi težavami in kaj pomenijo prilagoditve pri urah. Ali predvidevate kakšna predavanja po šolah? Ne vem, lahko res odgovorim, ampak ta monografija je pravzaprav namenjena vsem, tudi tistim, ki so na šolah, predvsem izobraževalcem. Tako da jaz mislim, da če bodo dobili to monografijo, da bodo lahko marsikaj, da jim bo velik pripomoček pri temu, da bodo lahko lažje potem seveda prilagodili znanje učencem. Vemo, da manjkajo pravzaprav tudi izobraževanja na tem področju in mi v Andragoškem društvu Slovenije smo začeli pravzaprav preden je nastala ta monografija z usposabljanji. Imeli smo 5 izobraževalnih, 6 izobraževalnih modulov, kjer smo predstavili pravzaprav na kratko o tem, kar je zdaj zbrano v tej monografiji. In monografija je nastala ravno zaradi te potrebe, ker smo opazili, da enostavno manjka te literature in manjka izobraževanj na tem področju. Tako da ja, ideja je dobra in mislim, da bo ta monografija sprožila tudi ponovno potrebo po dodatnih usposabljanjih in izobraževanjih. Imamo še eno vprašanje, če bodo knjiga na voljo v knjigarnah. Zaenkrat tega nismo predvideli, bo pa na voljo, bomo na koncu tudi pokazali, kako jo lahko naročite na spletni strani Andragoškega društva Slovenije. Vidimo še kakšno?
A lahko Ida jaz?
Ja, izvolite.
Jaz sem Joško Čuk.
Zdravo, gospod Čuk, me veseli.
Ugotavljam, da je prihodnost žensk.
The future is the future of women. Since there are only 2 or 3 men present here, Mr. Sotošek, and I see also we have another one from the male gender. But I'm truly surprised with your introduction how many of the methodological knowledge, content was included in this monograph.
Zdi se mi zelo pomembno, da bi se te vsebine v družbi tudi izrazile. In se mi zdi zelo pomembno razmisliti o diseminaciji tega vsebinskega in metodološkega znanja.
Knowledge, methodological and contextual knowledge to be expressed in local environment. I am presently at Sežana, and when I see how people who are in the decision-making positions, what is their insight into such important social glue? I see that there is not enough of this insight, despite top professionals from the field. What you managed to do, I know in Italy, and I know also situation in Austria and Germany. This is global top of the top. I know the content of the center as societies that work with adult education, with this behavioral knowledge or behavioral sciences. And I believe I will be optimistic. In the recent time, actually,
tega področja bilo vključenega tudi v tisto realno operativno
inclusion of this area into real operational politics. And if we don't have this, something will jump off through a society. I'm happy that you managed to present such a great monograph. I will read it quite happily. And also in surroundings where I live, I will try to disseminate this topic and congratulations to everyone who has worked in the project. Thank you, Mr. Čup. I believe your wife will also welcome the monograph. She's working in the field. We have Tereza Križman-Marčetič from Koper. Please. Yes, hello. I have a specific question. Have you had any research on what are needs and requirements of adults? What kind of trainings, what topics, what content would they want to learn about?
Mogoče povprašala, če bi želela katera od prisotnih predavateljic odgovoriti na to vprašanje, mogoče ti Petra.
Of the speakers, if they want to answer, Petra, perhaps you, otherwise I would go ahead. Yes, thank you for giving me the floor. Let me say this. If I understand you correctly, your question was, have you had any research between people with special needs, what they wish, what they need, what they require? Mrs. Tereza, was this your question? Mrs. Tereza?
Zgubili smo jo, zgleda.
And of course, we've lost her, perhaps she cannot connect. In 2010-2011, the Andragogical Center performed quite extensive evaluation in implementation of the program that I presented in my contribution for the program of My Step, Moj Korak. And that was for the first time when we focused in research, with research methodology on people with special needs. And we had interviews with them, if possible, not in any case, every case it's that the interview is possible. But with your question, I would say that we have to direct to the decision makers whether they locate funds, in the sense that some extensive study, field research study could be performed where we could intensively study the evaluation that I mentioned before in 2010 or 11. It was not that extensive to go to the field, and as researcher I agree with Miro to get direct data from the field, what people say, what people need. I think this is quite a good comment. What I would appeal for in this moment is that everyone working in the field, now when we have the monograph and we want to bring it to life, that we would put more pressure for funding specifically in this field. Thank you, Petra. Thank you for all your opinions, comments, encouragements. And I suggest we continue. We have a number of presentations.
Autorica dr. Erna Žgur se posveča v svoji temi osebam z gibalno uveranostjo,
disabilities who face various limitations and challenges in their lives, which encourage them to overcome even the greatest obstacles, including in education. Dr. Žgur is employed at the Faculty of Education, University of Ljubljana, Department of Special Needs and Rehabilitation Pedagogy. She is also specialist neurotherapist and NRO therapist.
Poglavje o izobraževanju ter prilagajanju delovnega procesa je namenjeno osebam z gibalno oviranosti, kot tudi strokovnim delavcem, učiteljem, tudi mentorjem, lahko asistentom, ki so z njimi v vsakodnevnem stiku. Naše gibanje, lokomocija, uporaba ter izraba kretnj, gest je individualna zmožnost vsakega posameznika. Gibanje je lahko lahkotno, dovršeno, tudi estetsko, za kar pa potrebujemo skladno delovanje centralno-živčnega sistema. Karkoli se nam dogodi v življenju, bodisi da pride do nesreče, nenadne bolezni, poškodbe ali se z določeno oviro rodimo, vse to vpliva na razvoj in dovršenost gibanja. Gibalna oviranost je lahko ena izmed najbolj vidnih, tudi prepoznana strani okolice. In kar je običajno očem vidno, je pogosto tudi pomembno za osebo samo ter njeno okolico. Osebe z gibalno oviranostjo se v svojem življenju srečujejo z različnimi omejitvami, do vključevanja, pa dostopa, rabe ter izrabe pripomočkov pomagal, pa tudi številnimi izzivi, ki jih spodbudijo, notranje motivirajo, da premagajo še tako nemogoče ovire. Zato poglavje poleg opredelitve stopnje gibalne oviranosti gradi predvsem na njihovih močnih področjih, njihovih izzivih ter zmožnostih, na katerih gradimo skupno obravnavo. Predstavljene so vzgojno-izobraževalne in druge prilagoditve s področja delovnega procesa, kasneje lahko tudi zaposlitve. Zanje je pomembno, da so tekom izobraževanja ter kasneje tudi zaposlovanja deležni ustreznih prilagoditev prostora, uporabe didaktičnih materialov, časovnega in tudi seveda izvedbenega prilagajanja, rabo ter izrabo strategij za razvoj ter vzdrževanje primerne telesne kot tudi mentalne zmožnosti. Naredimo jim to okolje čim bolj prijetno.
Sedaj pa z veseljem predstavljam Špelo Sanabor,
And now I'm happy to present Špela Sanabor, who will share with us her experience of a person with reduced mobility in part of her education. Yes, hello everyone. My name is Špela. As a person with mobility impairment, I was included in motor impairment. I attended normal primary school with my peers. During my trainings, I had an assistant with me. The teachers received me quite well. My schoolmates, as a person on the wheelchair, saw me as equal. After completed primary school, I continued my studies at the high school of Vipava, where the space was adapted for the wheelchair, just like in the primary school with elevator as well. We understood well with professors, not with classmates as much. I sometimes say that this difficult time of puberty was the main cause, but I had good relations with all, and I managed with the grades as well. I had no problems in learning, but in primary and as well as in high school, I had additional learning aid in maths and physics. I had prolonged time to take exams and increased fonts in my tests. test sheets. After completed high school, I decided to go to Ljubljana to study information sciences and bibliotech at the Faculty of Arts. I've been living in the students' dorm in Ljubljana, and as far as studies were concerned, I had longer time to take exams, and I could also borrow materials from the library for longer periods of time, but there were no other special adaptations at that time. It is true that I often meet obstacles even today. Not all obstacles have been removed for people in wheelchairs. Even today, when I got to this recording, there were a number of steps. I needed help as a person with motor impairments. It is difficult for me to walk. I use electric wheelchair for longer distances, and today we got the problem how electric wheelchair could not be put into some buildings where steps are not adapted. And let me also mention with Professor Dr. Erna Žgur, for 2 years ago, we came to the National Institute of Public Health as speakers, and even that their building is not adapted or accessible for people in wheelchairs. They helped me enter to best of their abilities. Also here today at the Andragogical Center of Slovenia, they helped me, but if a person on a wheelchair wants to be independent, and they can be independent, so let's help them to reach their independence. Let me also mention the problem of our Slovenian railways. They are not accessible for people with movement impairments or mobility, reduced mobility, and I believe it should be regulated by the state. I believe that if we talk daily about these problems in society, comprehensively with some well-founded reasons, I believe we can come far as inclusion in education and in everyday life is considered. Knowing and understanding people with deafness or hard of hearing makes it much easier for us to establish communication and reduce social consequences. The author of this chapter, Mrs. Petra Rezar, who is a teacher at the Institute of Deaf and Hard of Hearing in Ljubljana and certified sign language interpreter. Let us add that a great development shift took place during the creation of our monograph. The sign language is official language in our constitution. There are about 500 million people in the world who are deaf or hard of hearing. Let me say that by 2050, there will be 900 million people with hearing impairments, and 50 million people will be hard of hearing in Europe alone, and around 90 million people worldwide with hearing impairments. What is deafness? Deafness means poorer sound reception. Sometimes it develops slowly, gradually, until people feel distressed because they can't talk to others, hear words on the phone, or can't engage in conversation in society. It is the same with deafness. And deaf people, they get no information from the environment if people around them just talk. Deafness is measured in decibels from 16 to 90 decibels. This is the lighter form of deafness. Over 90 decibels, we are talking about severe deafness.
Gluhota in naglušnost imata različne
Deafness
izvore oziroma vzroke.
and hard of hearing have different causes, origins.
V zadnjem času še posebej.
And in recent times, especially,
starejši dobijo poleg drugih
older people acquire hearing loss with age, like some other problems. The deaf, however, can be said to be a very diverse community of people. We have the deaf from birth and people who got deaf later. Those who are deaf from birth usually have sign language as their first language. Those who lost their hearing later have a well-developed speech and they can use an implant as well. For the deaf, there is a device, a hearing aid. Most elderly people find it difficult to accept these aids because they don't have the opportunity to learn how to use this device, how to set it properly. For those who got deaf later, it is good to learn how to use these hearing aids in hearing exercises. We see that many older people also sleep with their hearing aids, forget that they can turn it off or on, or don't know how to use it. We need to be understanding, tolerant, but this is not usually the case. Deafness or hard of hearing can happen to any person. And then this is the obstacle for life. They have to learn, live with it at the workplace. The deaf still face obstacles. For example, there are not always subtitles on television, or there is no interpretation available. Even in education, if they have an interpreter, it is easier for them. Sign language is equal to all languages in the world. It has been discriminated against in the past. It was considered less valuable, but this is not true. It is as developed as a spoken language, so it is important to understand, to accept hearing loss and deafness as something normal, and to see it as challenge, to adapt it, and we will all have some benefits. Thank you. Learning for the blind and visually impaired is a challenge, as it requires full commitment and innovative approach to learning. This is a quote from Roman Barvar's book. The author of this article on persons with visual impairment or blindness, writer and typopedagogue, associate professor, Dr. Aksiniya Kermauner, has truly rich experience and expertise. My name is Vanya, I am 24 years old and I'm finishing my studies at the faculty. Most of my professors understand that I have some peculiarities because I am blind from birth, and they take them into account. However, there is always someone in every year who says that I should stay at home if I can't keep up. One professor didn't want to hear anything about the adapted delivery of the material. At the exam, he demanded that I point my finger at the places with the numbers were written. I did the exams 3 times and I passed it at the end, for which I only have to thank the exceptional help of my classmates who trained me for 2 months, and finally I learned by heart where these unfortunate numbers were located. Also, thanks to my stubbornness. Another professor was disturbed by my guide dog, who snored during the lectures, so he sent me to the back row where I couldn't hear the presentation. I can do it, just adjust my methods, tools and procedures. I may really need a little bit of help from your side, but we are not all supermen and superwomen. We all need a helping hand. But don't send me home between four walls where I can only retire with a disability and really become a disabled person, not a young and capable full member of society where I could contribute my talents, which, believe me, are not few. I'm convinced that if all my professors had more knowledge about people with visual impairments, my path would certainly be easier. People with visual impairments can do it. Of all the groups of people with special needs, surprisingly, most of us have best education. Louis Braille solved us from the darkness of ignorance with access to literature, social networks, computer-assisted communication, smooth performance of our work, and I could go on and on. What can be done with customized technology? William Shakespeare said that the only darkness that exists is ignorance. So give us the chance to prove ourselves. We can do it. For this, you must only show your willingness and empathy. Vanya is a fictional person, and I composed her story from several real stories entrusted to me by my former students. I believe it is not easy for an educator to get a person with special needs and don't know how to handle such students. There is embarrassment, fear, prejudice. The monograph we present is intended to empower educators to become truly sovereign in teaching people with special needs. Alenka Golob was one who sincerely wanted to move something in the direction of inclusive andragogy before her untimely death. Thank you all for accepting me into your team. The road was long, but we came to the end. So let me end by paraphrasing Shakespeare. The only cure for fear of ignorance is knowledge, and our monograph will certainly offer it in abundance. You are invited to take this medicine, which has been proven to greatly increase cooperation, kindness, and compassion throughout society. Definitely no side effects. With us is the musician Alexander Novak, who despite his visual impairment lives a full life, plays the guitar, sings, and creates original music. Hello, Mr. Novak. Thank you for joining us. Your former teacher, Aksinidia Kermauner, will talk to you.
Pozdravljen, Aleksander.
Hello, Alexander. Can you hear me? Hello?
Gospod Novak, vklopite mikrofon.
Mr. Novak, you just have to turn on your microphone.
Upam, da bo šlo.
I hope you can find your mic button.
Stima?
Is it working? Yes.
Slišimo?
I will try. I have some problems. Yes, yes, it is. Yes.
Jaz slišim.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Yes. We got to know each other. Yes. I will ask you a few things. Hello to everyone at this meeting. With Alexander, we will take some time to chat. We got to know in 5th grade of the Institute for Blind and Visual Impaired, and I know how you admired your big brother, Istok Easy, and as a teenager you you were singing at Galeb Festival, and The Bow was the song that you sang together with Annika Horvat. You had a lot of performances and interviews, and you said, without my visual impairment, I would be much poorer. Alexander, can you perhaps think that people would say that you are gifted with the talent of music as a blind person? Is that true? Or you truly have to work hard as well? Is this just a stereotype that people believe? I believe that in music or anywhere else, a lot of engagement and adaptations are required. You have to adapt to situation, to people, to the market, and you always have to start with yourself. And my path, I admire all the paths that I've listened about today. They are all special and difficult. Mine was quite the same. Blindness on itself is a problem like any other disability, and nothing is given, nothing is gifted. With better hearing, with better sensing, I believe you have to still research within all this space, be ready and willing to sacrifice daily something to develop these senses. We know what vision can bring you, and I would be poorer without this experience, like any one of people that we are discussing here. So a lot of songs is also dedicated to vulnerable groups of people, and with the talent you still have to work hard. Yes, definitely. It's not easy, but at the end, when you are successful, you are that more satisfied. And even when I had to enter into my big shoes of my brother, where, as you mentioned in the beginning, when you can see how fully functioning person can work well, and you can be a sparring partner in this relationship, in love, in recognizing people on the street, brother of the brother, or Alexander as individual, as independent person. And I managed to do that. I believe that now we are in equal relationship also with people like Domen, Cene, Peter Preutz brothers are individuals, Domen and we are also individuals. You took part at the festival Melodie Sonca in Muria with the song City of Roses, with the award of the most promising author on the days of the Slovenian songs. I believe you are guided by love, by songs, by music, and you said, my girls are my light. I write better texts. The love gives me my energy. Who are your girls? Tilaria, Metka, and Sabina are my girls. Well, after my second record dedicated to blind people and other handicapped or people with disabilities, I always dreamt that I will write an anthem for these people. I have not yet. I could not develop a common language for all of us yet. And I focused on my personal story. After that record, I played on the streets. I met a lot of people who got into problems due to my visual impairment. People thought a lot about my eyes, probably, but those who could feel my music and sense that it comes from the heart. I don't wear my glasses. I show my eyes freely. It's part of me. This is me. And my daughter Metka, that I got before, and after searching for myself on the street, I met Sabina, the woman of my life. She gave me a second daughter, Tilaria, and this is the path that brought me from the coastal line to Ljubljana, to Gorenjska region, and my final song, Queen of My Queens, and the moment is hot. I want to also connect with young people through my Scots. The moment is hot. I want to bring to teenagers a lot of good energy. The main mission of musicians, even difficult, is to share and spread the joy. I've learned that in Gorenjska. More or less, you still work on your own. You mentioned cooperation as well, but you cooperate with excellent musicians like Rudi Bučar, and you mentioned also basking on the streets. How lonely can that be? Well, on the street, you are quite alone. I've been basking in Piran, in Izola, in Koper, in Štajerska as well, in Ljubljana, where the Touch of Old Ljubljana song was written and the video at that time as well. I say that you have to be alone. I only play my own music. People expect you to play evergreens in bars. They want you to play evergreens. I always just played my own guitar, my own music. You know, Brazil, people from Brazil, from Portugal, and other countries walk throughout old Ljubljana, old city center, and people come and approached me like they understood the message of my songs, and I believe this is the best you can achieve. You have to be at night, play at night in winter times. That probably made me stronger. There is a number of these locations. I got there alone or with some help from other people. And this is how I fed my music. I am recording my third album now. I got the attention from people that helped me record songs from Slovenian festivals, and I still have some ready. So everything was truly acquired through hard work. Nothing was gifted, but people, when they see something good, something with the talent. Second album, you said, it was dedicated for blind people to raise their confidence, and I believe you are above the ground, and you are creating, you love, you are happy, and you discussed your future plans, but I still want to tell you, I'm your fan from always. I'm proud for being your Slovenian teacher, Slovene language teacher. Your lyrics are truly something we can be proud of. For the end, you have something else to say. Thank you for the primary school, for your work that you do as a Slovene language teacher in primary school. Sometimes I still use the common language in my lyrics, but I still follow the proper Slovene. That is truly important for me. Only if you use the dialect in purpose. What can I say? In my record, To the Bottom, to do dna, I was at in the most difficult period of my life, but I don't regret it. Perhaps 30 holidays in Kranjska Gora financially were replaced with this investment, were replaced with these investments. But from then on, I believe I can lead my family life, daily chores and music hand in hand. And I wish you all to manage to achieve this balance, to find your own profile, to be part of community, society, but our stories are individual, very important, and we are stronger for the whole. Thank you for this interesting discussion. Alexander is a great musician with good lyrics, and if you wish, you can listen to his music on YouTube. Moving on.
Is it possible that a person doesn't see and hear at the same time? What does it mean to be deafblind and how to face this obstacle and even work successfully in everyday life? More about that is written by the author, Dr. Simona Gerinčar. She has a PhD in the field of deafblindness and is an assistant at the Faculty of Social Work and the founder of the Dlan-Pa Society, where they work diligently with deafblind people. I have always felt that I wasn't equal to the blind or the deaf, that I wasn't on the same level with them. I was trying to put myself somewhere or place myself somewhere. It was just about survival, nothing else, to survive and to try to survive with what I have. I am not giving up. The deafblind hear inwardly, they are inwardly enlightened. I do not see you with my outer eyes, but I experience you with my inner eyes. It is that light that is sometimes brighter, more beautiful than the outside. Something else is more important than appearance. With these thoughts of Ms. Maticic, the chapter Persons with Deafblindness begins. In people with deafblindness, we are talking about a simultaneous hearing and vision impairment that is so great that the impaired senses cannot replace each other. Therefore, in people with deafblindness, the touch that comes to the fore is especially important. Deafblindness is an independent disability and should be understood as such. In the chapter itself, I point out the exceptional diversity of deafblindness. I also specify the characteristics of individual groups of people with deafblindness. I want to contribute to easier understanding of deafblind people and working with them. For people with deafblindness, the biggest challenge is successful communication. In order to achieve the fundamental goal of understanding and being understood. In this chapter, I focused in particular on accommodations for people with deafblindness and, last but not least, on establishing personal contact and communication with people with deafblindness. For people with deafblindness, only an individual approach is effective, most often in deafblind language based on touch. Going beyond personal space requires extremely respectful, honest, and dedicated attitude from other individuals. Where do we meet people with autistic disorders? Everywhere and nowhere. The shortcomings of many remain unrecognized. About recognizing and understanding autism, accommodations, education will be talked about by the author Tina Rechberger, a psychologist with extensive knowledge in the field of diagnosing and treating people with autistic disorders.
Pozdravljeni tudi z moje strani.
As I said, I will dedicate a few words to a short presentation of the chapter on adults with autistic disorders. Autistic disorders are known as one of the most common and fastest growing developmental and neurological disorders, which pose an important challenge in integration into all segments of society, including integration into various forms of education, both formal and non-formal, informal and carefully planned. In the field of education in Slovenia, we carefully plan systemic changes over the years, and we have relatively well-designed schooling for primary school children with autistic disorders, not so good for adolescents, and unfortunately we have completely forgotten about adults with autistic disorders. Adults with autistic disorders are often ignored in Slovenia in general, perhaps also because autism has long been considered a childhood disorder. As new insights into the plasticity of children's brains have been emphasized in recent years, especially in the last few years, the importance of early treatment of preschool children, toddlers, and even infants gives a false impression that generations of adolescents and adults with autism are yet to come. In fact, they have been here for a long time, among us, with us, often unrecognized, without without a proper diagnosis, which makes it even more difficult for us to plan the help and accommodation. Therefore, the chapter first presents the characteristics, needs and the situation of adults with autistic disorders in Slovenia, and for the purposes of this book, we focus on those people with autistic disorders who are well cognitively equipped. Only later in the chapter do concrete guidelines for working with them follow. We pay special attention to the definition of their strengths, trying to free ourselves from the shackles of the notion of autistic disorder simply as incapacities or deficits. In addition to some exceptional talents with which some people with autism have significantly marked the modern world, we shouldn't overlook their excellent memory, good logical thinking, strong sense of detail, high tolerance for repetitive and routine work, their specific encyclopedic knowledge, thinking outside the box, and creating ideas, honesty and loyalty. These are the excellent qualities that we usually look for among our pupils, students, employees, and users of various services. At the end, I would like to kindly invite you to read both the chapter and the entire book, which the authors have devoted to the challenges of inclusion in lifelong learning and education of adults with special needs. I hope it will be helpful to you when working with them. The last topic in the monograph is devoted to the treatment of persons with intellectual disabilities. The authors are Dr. Metka Novak, Tatjana Popović, and Barbara Hegedus. All three are employed at the Dolfka Boštjančić Draga Training, Work and Care Center. Tatjana Popović is the director of Draga, and Barbara Hegedus is the director of this institution. They are all specialists, special pedagogues with special education qualifications. The article presents content that will be beneficial to all those who meet and deal with individuals with intellectual disabilities in the process of education or professional work. The contribution entitled The Person with Intellectual Disabilities was presented by three authors in a very complex way, as the treatment, approach and education of these persons are also very complex. Namely, they include all the problems and disorders that were presented in the previously mentioned articles. This means that people with intellectual disabilities, in addition to primary barriers such as lower general or specific levels of intelligence, lower cognitive, speech, motor, emotional and social skills, may also face associated problems and disorders such as visual impairment and blindness, hearing impairment and deafness, autistic disorders, and so on. One of the important reasons for cooperation and great commitment to the preparation of the article is also the fact that in Slovenia at the moment there is no systemic solution for lifelong learning of adults with intellectual disabilities. For many years we've been drawing attention to the priority treatment of the issue of adults with intellectual disabilities after the age of 26, when their legal status changes drastically after completing formal education, that is, the special education program. Above all, we would like to draw attention to the importance of further, that is, lifelong learning, where adults with intellectual disabilities have virtually no opportunity to participate in various adult learning and education programs after completing formal schooling due to various legal and other barriers. The latter is mainly related to poor staff norms and the lack of professional treatment, that is, teachers in the previously mentioned population in our country. It is therefore necessary to establish a systemic network of professional support for adults with intellectual disabilities. This means changing the existing systemization of the number of employees and providing professional staff, teachers in institutions for the treatment treatment of adults with intellectual disabilities and encourage joint learning of all in connection with organizations and associations in the local environment. I wouldn't change you for the world, but I would change the world for you. So this is the statement by one of the mothers on the World Wide Web, and is used for a special reason. It confirms the mother concept of an inclusive approach to people with intellectual disabilities. The main guideline in writing the paper was the focus on providing conditions in the environment for the successful and efficient implementation of learning by people with intellectual disabilities. This means sensitively recognizing the functioning of individuals, their needs, and promoting the activities for which they are motivated. Flexibility, personality orientation, and commitment of the teacher, seeking new ideas, availability of appropriate knowledge, and the ability to adapt the content and methods of work in accordance with the individual abilities are important. In addition to the basic characteristics of the functioning of people with intellectual disabilities, the article includes practical guidelines for learning certain features that help the teacher further, methods and tools for the most successful and effective learning, also with the help of modern technology. The paper presents content that will be beneficial to all those who meet and deal with individuals with intellectual disabilities in the process of education, learning, professional work, and career development. We have many examples of good practice that confirm that adults with intellectual disabilities can advance everywhere and develop in their abilities in different areas of their work, just like all other people. In certain areas where they are particularly motivated, they have specific abilities and successes, such as extraordinary memory, practical skills, than in the field of art, music, dance. Above all, they are also characterized by a deep, emotional, honest, trusting, and warm attitude towards the people with whom they create a strong and safe relationship. Within all 9 groups of people with special needs, people with intellectual disabilities are considered one of the most vulnerable groups because of their trustworthiness and naivety, which could lead to various forms of manipulation and abuse by others. Despite the differences, we need to know that each individual is evolving and can progress. Let me summarize and emphasize the following. How successful and satisfied individuals will be and how successfully they will be included in the community depends on how the community will understand them and adapt certain things to them in a way that they can deliver and perform. The latter will be successfully achieved by educators only if we ourselves strive for the best possible inclusion of minority groups, by example, by including individuals with intellectual disabilities in their learning and educational environment, encouraging them and highlighting results with examples of good practice and support this and pave the way for further development.
Tako, pravzaprav smo pri koncu, za razpravo je žal zmanjkalo časa, vendar bomo na vaše vprašanja, če jih boste še napisali, bomo odgovorili, bodo odgovori na spletni strani, kjer jih boste lahko prebrali. Mi smo pravzaprav hoteli biti kratki in jedrnati, več pa boste seveda izvedeli, če boste monografijo tudi naročili. Upam, da smo vas na nek način prepričali v korist tega dela.
We hope that we convinced you into the benefits of our work. Thank you all who helped us organize this event, authors, reviewers, interesting guests, Špela Sanabor and Alexander Novak. On this occasion, I must also thank the Professor Jana Kolarič, the proofreader, and designer Jak Kolarič, who had a lot of work with us. Special thanks to the professional and technical support of the Andragogical Center of Slovenia, Zvonka Pangerc-Pahernik, Darjan Novak, Franci Lajovec, and both interpreters, Veronika Ciglar and Natasha Kordiš. Let me show you the copy of our monograph. I hope you can see it. It's quite heavy, almost 1 kilogram, with over 350 pages. However, our printers informed us of problems. They can only print it by the end of this month. The corona caused the problems in supply of suitable printing paper. We wish this monograph to be of high quality, so this is just a sample copy. You can order the monograph on our website. I hope you can see it printed out on the screen in chat www.andragosko-društvo.si, where you will get all the information, the order form. To begin with, we will print 300 copies, and the price will be €30, including the postage. And now we have to say goodbye. We will say goodbye with a song of our guest, Alexander Novak. It could not have more symbolic title, Love to the Touch. Thank you. Love by Touch. Alexander Novak. Thank you.
Dve mesti, med nama tisoč cest. Dve roki, stisnjeni v pest. Dve pisavi, plamen da gori. Dve zastavi in pot do ljudi. In na dlani je široko nebo. In ko zdi se že, da obzorja več ne bo. Dve sonci v objemu energije. Dve ptici letita v isto smer. Tisoč pesmi na isti večer. In na dlani je široko nebo. In ko zdi se že, da obzorja več ne bo. Ljubezen na dotik. Ljubezen na dotik. V glavi tisoč lepih slik. Ljubezen na dotik. In na dlani je široko nebo. In ko zdi se že, da obzorja več ne bo. Ljubezen na dotik. Ljubezen na dotik. V glavi tisoč lepih slik. Ljubezen na dotik.
So it's time for our break. We have already took 5 minutes from it, but it was worth it. I believe that you were touched, you loved it. We have a lot of great comments in our chat room. Like Ida said, all the questions and comments will be answered on our webpage. The inclusion was the main topic of our first section. Inclusion has a number of faces. We have touched upon the first one, adults with special needs. We got a lot of faces of disabilities, so truly highly complex problems presented in the most wonderful way. Thank you all